Here we go. Avatar Meher Baba, friends. KJ, this morning we're honoring Mani, who passed. The anniversary of her passing away is this week. It was August 19th, 1996. And a few of us are gathered here who met her. And there may be some of you who have not met her. And really, there is so much available, writing, videos, uh, that you can get to know her easily. But it's wonderful, joyous path, the 2 volumes. So anybody's invited to share in any form. If you don't want to read a poem of hers or sing a song, her songs are well known. That's great. I'm going to present a few things. Diana Goodheart will also present what from her treasures, and Huey MacDonald will share some some of some of his things from many. They've spent so much time in India that they have quite a bit to tell too. Huey and Jeannie, his wife. So, all right, I'm going to start with just a very short 2 minute video of Mani. Um, she talks about well, the resolution isn't the best, but it's decent, and it shows it. I think it shows her well. Okay, let's see here.
But things were not heavy. It was a joy to be with Baba.
Back to the beginning. Okay.
With Baba, things were not heavy. It was a joy to be with Baba, a joy to do anything for Baba. So, as I said, our involvement was how well are we doing it and how to do it, but not anything else. As I said with Baba, we had nothing, but we never felt deprived. We never felt empty. We were so full, so rich within. We never even thought of this. Now we realize how out in the world people can have everything and yet be empty. We have noticed over the years how Baba has been so lenient with others who came for a while, how Baba has worked with each other, with each one, how Baba has worked with each different one in different ways, in different occasions, but with those who were privileged to be selected into the innermost circle, Baba has wanted nothing less than all of them. Not just a part of us, not just a portion, not just this or not just all. Nothing belonged to us. No thought belonged to us. No time belonged to us. Nothing that we did belong to us. And everything, we didn't even have the privacy of our own thoughts. You know, and Baba said, what are you thinking? Or what happened yesterday? What did you do today? It all had to be, everything was, we had to be Baba said. And not with each other. You see, love, as I said, true love is made up of little sacrifices all the time. It's not a big thing. Surrender is not a big one package that is asked of you. It's a constant flowing, a constant giving. When the Westerners first came, our Western sisters from America and England, they had to observe these rules naturally, not to mention any man's name before Mera. And so one day Delia was talking about horses to Mera, knowing how Mera loves horses. And she happened to talk about horses, and she said, you know, this cowboy. And then she said, oh Lord, I mean cowgirl. And even Mera laughed. Yeah.
There we go. Uh-huh. So there we are. Oh, sorry, I'm not finding my. So, just a minute. Sorry. Okay. Oh, wow. Not finding us. Can you see me?
Well, I'm seeing your screen.
Oh, because I've not stopped sharing. Oh dear. All right. That would help.
Thought you were looking for another one.
Um, I thought I would start off with family letters. Mani was responsible from 1956, right after the accident, uh, to just to September 1969, after Baba passed and after the Great Darshan. Uh, Baba gave her the responsibility. He called her the scribe of communicating with the Baba world. And so, and I thought her her style was so endearing and poetic. I thought I'd just give you a couple of examples of just kind of beginning paragraphs of 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 how they were. Very lyrical. Okay, so here's 7th March 1957. On this still, soft afternoon, a spotted lizard is sunning itself, while the iridescent sunbird is probing into the generous heart of the yellow ticoma for honey. Baba is resting. Now, this is after his accident. That's when the whole correspondence, her part in the correspondence started. Baba is resting after an unusually active morning, having done an extra round of walking with the help of crutches and support of the Mandali. X-rays were taken in the beginning of the month, and Dawn showed them, and so on. She's very detailed in her communication of how the progression of his healing progressed. So, and then here's another. I was just taken by her poetic uh, introductions to these letters, which were all typewritten. She sat on her porch and typed them. Uh, then the copies were sent to the various heads of the groups, the Meher Center, Sufism, Australia, and all that. And then they in turn copied them, photocopied them, and sent them out. That's how the communication went back then. Uh, all right, here's February 1963. Loving greetings to you from your brothers and sisters at Meherazad. It is a clear, bright afternoon, and the owlets are sunning themselves on the branch of a neem tree. The feeling of drowsiness at this hour is enhanced by the hypnotic droning of bees and the persistent tonk-tonk of the coppersmith, a bird so named because of the resemblance of its call to the sound of the smith's hammer at work and on his copper pots. The peepal tree that towers over the roof of the Mandali's kitchen is shimmering like a chandelier in the sunlight, each glossy leaf glistening like a crystal as it rocks in the soft easterly breeze. The green fields have turned blonde, and so we can hear the lilting folk song of the villagers singing to each other as they toil at their harvesting, among the workers being many a mother with her babe tied to her back in a hammock improvised with a piece of cloth. The little shepherd boys are herding their sheep towards the slopes of Baba's hill, themselves lazing while the sheep are grazing or playing marbles with stones the stones that they find on the hillside. So this is she just so beautifully conveys the picture of the time. Yeah. So Diana, I'll go to you, and maybe I thought I'd come back in a little bit and read some poems from her, but
Okay. I have a couple of things to share, but the first thing that I want to do is to show and share little correspondence from Mani to me. it wasn't really personal. It was because when John Connor went to India in 1980 to become Bao's secretary, he left the trustwalla duties, which he had had, in my hands. And so I became trustwalla, which I did for several years in the 80s in LA. And what happens is that you collect the donations, send them to India, and then Mani responds, she sends a receipt back and a little note. And so I'd like to share the charm of her little notes that she would send back. And I'm going to start with this one. And it says, it's the 10th of June, 1985. Ahmednagar, she always writes the city. Dear Diana, from the heart of your Meherazad family, greetings to you, dear folks, in beloved Baba's love, with our united avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, and to our trustwalla, a special Jai Baba, Mani. And
Oh.
that's it.
Lovely.
Okay, here comes some more. Dear Diana, this is dated December 1986. Dear Diana, see how the heart you sent in Baba's love have multiplied, because I had sent her a heart. So here they come with special Jai Baba to you and to all who have donated in his love. Much love in our united avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, Mani. And we get the dancing girl here.
Oh.
Did you make me big? Did
Yeah,
you?
let me get you as big as I
Oh,
think you are, but let me try for sure. Oh. Oh, something about repoop. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, remove pin.
There you go. So you can see it now.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, she was famous for those little figures.
Okay, she was the sticker queen, in case you didn't know. You're going to see this. Dear Diana, a very special Jai Baba to our precious Baba family in Southern California. From us each, Mani. This is July 1982 from Ahmednagar.
Oh, what is it a cat? I can't tell.
It's an unknown thing.
Oh. Oh,
So she started out with this pretty paper,
yeah.
and then she puts the sticker, and then she does her stuff. Okay, now some more sticker art. Huh?
I was just thinking either that looks like a mole,
Yeah.
or it might be a baby owl.
It's
Oh,
something or another.
Yeah, it's a baby.
it's a bird, right? Those are bird
Yeah,
feet.
it's a bird. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, here's some more sticker art.
Mhm.
Dear Diane, okay, this is June of 7th of 1984. Always Ahmednagar. Dear Diana, the donations from his hearts in LA, lovingly received. Much love to you and all from us each in beloved Meherabad's bountiful, beautiful love. Mani, you know, it's generally the same message, but now the thing about this one is the card itself only had the flower.
Oh.
She added the little bird here, and she added the hearts.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, she loves stickers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very
Okay,
cool.
now here's one. It's not a sticker, but I'm going to show you, then I'll read it, and I'll show you again. The card has a duck on it up here.
And look at a little person too.
Well, yeah. Jai Baba to our dear, 4th of January, 1983. Jai Baba to our dear Southern California family and beloved Baba's ocean of love. Much love to you each from us all. Our hearts with you. A happy Babaful year by his grace, Mani. So you see, she put the ocean under the duck.
Oh yeah. Right.
It has hearts.
Oh.
Oh, look at, I just realized those hearts, the little drop souls. Oh, sweet. Yes, and this is the dancing lady.
Yeah.
Boy.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, this was from 1980, 17th of November. And someone, it's a photograph. And she wrote on the back of it,
Oh.
Dear Diana, this is a glimpse of Meherazad Garden where you are lovingly remembered by your Meherazad family. Much love to you and each dear one on your list of donors in beloved Baba's love. From us all, Jai Baba, Mani. And so that's where she wrote it.
1980.
Those are wonderful. That's such a great collection, Diane.
Okay, I have a couple more. I love this one. The sticker. Read it for yourself. And on the back, she writes, this is the March 23rd, 1981. J Baba, this is me at trust office on Monday.
Oh, that's great.
You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is a letter. It's very lovely. And I'm going to read the letter. This is my last thing to share right now. Ahmednagar, the 13th of August, 1987. Dear Diana, wish you could see the glow on my face as I write this just after reading your letter, and then in parentheses, received with the group donation to the trust. Your letter conveys the fragrance of our beloved's presence at the Silence de Sahavas in LA, a real heart warmer. It is easy to picture Baba's joy in the company of hundreds of his loved ones and his smile at the toddy shop touch. Thank you also, my dear, for letting us know of the wonderful part played by Sora Brustum in this divine drama by Baba's Grace. Your letter and other reports remind us once again how beloved Baba helps those who are determined to please him. The twins are coming over for this weekend and will be at Meherazad on Saturday, and I will not be surprised to see them looking bigger than ever with all the love and in parentheses and food you all have filled them with. Much love to you and to all dear ones who have contributed with love to the collective donation sent by you, J Baba Mani. And so here's the letter.
Yeah.
And even where she says turn over. Look, she makes a little face and an arrow. She can't stop doing this.
Right.
It's just bursting out of her.
Yeah, that's true. That's well put.
So I wanted to that's my share for now. I have another thing that's in the serious. Well, this is business because she had to send the receipt, and so and that's just me. Don't forget there were many trust wallets, and I'm sure each one got this.
Mhm.
Can I make
So
a comment
yeah,
on what
Sure.
Diana has just shown us? It strikes me that a lot of what Bonnie sent was kind of has a subliminal message to us, Baba lovers, that we should be like the stickers on our letters and stick to Baba,
good one.
especially with joy in our hearts, lightheartedness and
Right.
humorous and creative. All those things are things that Baba would enjoy. So
I love that.
yeah.
I love that. I think I want to add one more point. You know, business is business in a way, and the trust lived on the donations of Baba's lovers.
Mm.
And I remember, I mean, it was big, but it was very important. I even understand that better now than ever to donate to the trust to support it. And I remember from my first trip to India in 77, um, just before I was there with a few people, and just before we left, Mani sat down with us and told us how, I don't remember what she said, but she wasn't doing the storytelling. She wasn't being charming Mani. She was very serious about the need of donations to the trust. And I wasn't getting out of there without donating. uh-uh. So so it was interesting. She gathering. It was like doing business with a lot of love.
Mhm. Wow.
It's very serious business.
Mhm.
This donation to the trust.
Wonderful. And now, of course, we can again donate to they
Yeah,
can accept.
absolutely. They're accepting again.
Hmm. Good reminder for me. Well, maybe we'll hear from Huey now. And then I think we have a couple more things, and then you're all invited to share. And if you share, just if you haven't met Mani, you might want to, if you have a reading or a poem or a song, she has. There are many ways to share Mani, even if you haven't met her. Okay, Huey, go for it.
Okay. I do have this video, which I guess I'll show, but in talking about Mani at the office on Monday, brought up one memory of uh, going in from Vila Villa, riding bicycle into the trust. And when we got there, Mani was in her office, and she says, "Oh, come and look at this." And so she goes over to the table across from her desk. Her desk was just on the left as you came in the door. And Erich was, of course, down on the other side. I don't know if at that time, I think on that time he was in outside on the other area. But she says, "Come and look at this." And I imagined that Erich was saying, "Oh my God, here's the chairman, uh, playing games again." But whatever, she put this elephant toy on the table, and the elephant starts to walk like this all the way, and it just is going right to fall over because there's a weight pulling it down, fall over the table. But just at the edge of the table, it stops. And she says, "Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing?" It just stopped there like that. And it was just like, oh, she really likes having fun and amazement and likes her toys. And then, uh, so when I got back in the U.S., I sent her a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper. And I told her, well, there's a secret message on this paper. And what you got to do is you got to take a cigarette or some hot thing and put it on the edge at the spot I've noted here, and a message will uh, come into the paper. And when I got to India, she says, "Oh yes, we put the little hot thing, a little candle or something like that, and the thing just went up in flames." But then we learned, okay, we did it wrong, so I'd sent a couple, and so she was able to put it there, and a little burning happens, and it traces out Baba. It just, or love, or whatever message I could do in a continuous piece of burning. It's like a secret message that you have to burn that eats its way through the paper. Anyway, that's a thought. Yeah. So now let's see if I can learn how to share this screen. Share sound and optimize your video sharing. Content only. Share. Is this full screen?
Hit play first and then full screen. Yeah, okay.
Okay. But where's the? I'm used to having the controls.
You can make the screen small again, and then you should be able to hit the play button, the arrow. Do you see it?
Okay. Minimal. Let's try that. No.
You
how
look
to I guess I should have practiced this too.
Are you looking for the play button, the arrow thing?
Yeah, because I'm trying to set the place on the.
Well, what can we say is alive?
Can you see that?
Yes. It's not moving, but we're hearing it.
Oh, it's the truth that money has come. Oh, yeah. Day, Baba.
So now I hit share,
I,
connect,
I don't see
content.
anything.
I know,
Oh,
connect, sharing. All right, show, share. Now do you see anything?
I see, but it's not moving. It's a picture, but not moving.
That's right. So I
Okay.
want to put
no, I
it.
don't see anything. It's a black screen.
What? Wow, that's weird, Margie.
I don't see anything too, Betty.
Are you?
I see a head.
It says
I
Hugh
just
and Jean MacDonald had fought. Let me see.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yay, they're there.
I told him once, I said, I know why. I know why you come in man's form, God comes, and not in a woman's form. He said, sort of, he just looked up and inquired, and he didn't make any gesture. I said, because if you were a woman, you would tell us everything. You keep so many secrets now. Push, Valeria. This side, huh? This is the side you see. Yeah.
You have to look up to the light. You have to look at the light through it.
Now she's showing.
At the light through it.
I suppose we meet again. When we meet again, remember yesterday when I was telling you about the ring that Baba gave to the income tax commissioner in Nasik? I have a similar ring. It's not brass, it was later made in sort of silver metal. But you can see it. They can't leave till 3 o'clock because it will take time for each one of them to sit through.
How's the ring around?
I guess that was the wrong section. There's a section where she's talking about a ring story, which I'll try to check my notes.
What's about the ring? She was talking about a ring here.
Yeah, she just is, but she's now passing the ring out for people
Oh.
to look at. But there's a story about where Baba reaches in his pocket and gives it to some visitor, this ring, and she tells about that. So it looks like I've got the wrong. I showed a little bit of the joke that she told.
Right, man form.
Yeah.
This is so great. You just sat here in Mandali Hall and just took your own.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in one of the chairs here, and I guess how to unshare and get back to the screen where I can control it.
You want to stop share at this point?
Yeah, let's
Or
take that. So, what other story? I have. When Mani was ill at the end, towards her time of death, she had to shave her hair. And first she would wear a turban. I have some pictures somewhere when she was doing that, but she still would tell stories. She'd had the chemotherapy, so she lost all her hair. And at some spots she became more bold, and she said it was very sad for her to lose her hair. But when she sort of accepted that and started to show herself more. She would wear a small turban or something on her head just for cover, but she still told some amazing stories. And I remembered a story that comes to me as I'm at some spot. People like Casey are trying to give her things, people to entertain her or to try to talk with her or to give her something to do, because apparently there's was a bunch of pain and so forth that she was experiencing. I'm not sure because she didn't say this, but so at some spot, I think she was taking Goodhart's vehicle, and she came up in that, and I said, "Hi, Mani," and then I showed her a magic trick because I thought, well, that's something I could do, and I show her it's with cards and so forth, and at the end, I felt like I wanted to say to her, you know, I'm really sad that you're feeling pain and you're sick and it's hard. It's sort of something touching, a heartfelt thing, but it wasn't coming out of me. I was just sort of being entertaining and not addressing her illness because she had a very sad, painful countenance, not like her. But she was feeling it, and I felt like I was seeing her in her perfect master role that Baba said she was going to be in her next life. She was really having this strong feeling, and I took it almost like, oh, I guess I really should have spoken my heart at that point in time to speak to her instead of just doing a simple magic trick. It was interesting because this is in contrast to when I used to do magic. She would participate. She'd be the person to be on the stage, and she'd be holding the bottle or the whatever it was, and her face was so live. Oh, look, and do this. Whoa! You know, she just showed me how to express myself much more. She just, it made the whole show a lot better. It's like what Eric said about my shows. When Jeannie, or it was, I think, Merwan, Jeswala, when Jeannie was dancing in my show, that was the best part, you know. Who knows? And Eric once said, well, for the first time in a long time, you actually fooled me. So that was the kind of statement. But Mani, it was always, wow, it was just amazing. And she told the story of the day that she was in Mandali Hall. She was telling the story of, oh yeah, Baba, once he kind of tried to make the Mandali jealous. And so he says, I've given Mani the power. And they all got, what? You gave Mani the power? And says, yes, look, everybody, you can ask Mani any question you'd like, and Mani will answer. And someone asks a question, and Mani comes out with an answer, and they're really amazed. And then another person does it, and they go through, and maybe 4 people are answering questions, and they're just amazed by that. They're all jealous. Says, Baba, why didn't you give me the power? You know, they were doing that, which she could describe very well, and I can't. But at the end, she tells, well, you see what Baba had done is before we had the meeting with all the Mandali and all the people at the time, he had given me signs, little gestures that he would make that only I knew. And when I made this gesture, you give that message. When I make that gesture, you give this message, and so forth. And so she was just following that. And she says, well, that was simple. Baba just gave me gestures, and I gave you the answer. And only later did she realize, oh, Baba had to know the answers to be able to give me the gestures, because he gave them to me all before it started. She hadn't dawned on him that Baba was showing his knowledge in a very subtle way that nobody picked up. But later on, she picked up. And having told me that story, I said, well, I'm going to think of a magic way to demonstrate that same thing, that little story. So I had her up. On Sundays, we have our entertainment period. And she came up. I said, Mani, Baba, as Baba said, Baba has given her the power. And so I had everybody write a little message down on the message on a piece of paper and put them in a sort of a bowl. And I'd say, all right, Mani, take one of these out and put it to your head. And just like Johnny Carson did on the TV, she read what they had asked for and gave a message for it. And using a bunch of magic tricks, and basically I was giving her little cues that she was able to read. Because at one point she says, I can't read these too well without my glasses on. she could, her eyes weren't good at the time. She had to see my cues. She couldn't see my cues that I was giving her. And nobody questioned it. It was amazing. Nobody questioned the fact that she needed to have her glasses on to read these. She would read it and then open it up and say, "Oh, yeah, very good." And then she'd do each one for a few times. So that's enough. I'll try and figure out my video and enough for right now. And we'll talk later. If Jeannie has a memory, she'll share that too a little bit later. So go on to somebody else.
Thanks, Huey. Huey and Ginny spent half the year there every year for Lord knows.
It was 4 months.
Okay. Felt like half a year. For how long? From when to when?
Well, first time was 72, then 78, then 80, and I think by 81 we were coming every year, maybe 82. We were coming.
Until 90 that we started coming in for 4 months.
Well, we didn't come for 4 months. At that time, I got away from work, and Jeannie could stay a little longer. And then when I was laid off in the 90, about at the beginning of the dot-com crisis, everybody and all the engineers were laid off in the company, the startup I was part of. And so I got to stay 4 months, and that became... Yeah, it was just the beginning of having the, when they first built the theater, Hostel A. Dad said, "Can you come back and help out?" And so I started coming for 4 months at that time, since 90, I guess.
Right. Thanks for sharing.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Let's see. I have I'm wondering maybe I'll ask for hands. Diana and I both have more things to share, but I think we could intersperse them. What do you think, Diana, or do you want to do yours now?
No, let's see if someone else. Okay, Ron wants to say something, but I have a little bit more when you feel you want to.
Yeah, okay. Ron.
Yeah, I didn't think of the things before I logged on here to the Zoom, but things started coming into my mind that I find I enjoy when I think about Mani. So I will start with a couple of anecdotes that she tells about her life with Baba. And, she wanted to be with Baba from the very beginning. The first time that ever occurred to her that she could be with Baba or wanted to be with Baba, that's all she thought about. I mean, that was her goal in life. So at the point where she was getting to be old enough, according to what I guess Baba was thinking, all the other siblings were gone from the household, and Shireen was her mother was upset with the idea that she wanted to leave her by herself, without because she would miss her. I mean, and so she would give Mani a hard time about coming to be with Baba and leaving her. So one of the things that she would do is she would tell her, at Baba's place, they don't have any meat. They don't serve meat. It's all vegetarian there, and she knew that Mani enjoyed her cooking of meat for her whole life. She was always enjoying that. And so how did Baba deal with that was when she finally was going to be coming, Baba told she was feeling ill, and Baba told her to go to this doctor and have him prescribe something for her. So she went to the doctor, and the doctor prescribed that she should abstain from eating dal, and her issues would resolve and heal up. So here she was sitting with the women Mandali, say at breakfast or maybe all the meals, and not eating the wonderful dal parts of the meal that her cousin Nadia would prepare. They looked really delicious, and the women were relishing them. And she was sitting there with chapatis and boiled spinach. And the women felt so sorry, that she couldn't enjoy this food. It was such a shame. So this went on for maybe 2 weeks. And then finally, one day, Baba walked in while they were eating, and he was just looking at what they were eating, and he sees Mani's plate, and he says, "What are you eating here? How come you're not eating what they're eating?" Mani said, "Well, the doctor told me I should not eat dal." "A doctor? What doctor?" "The doctor you told me to go to." And he said, "That guy's crazy. No, forget it. You eat dal. You eat whatever these people are eating." And so what happened was the result of that happening was that the dal was able to substitute for the meat in such a way that she didn't have as much trouble going without meat, because now she had gone without anything that was tasty at all. And so Baba uses this psychology, and he did it one other time with her, because before she was coming, before she came to stay with Baba, she was telling Baba, Mother is really giving me a hard time, and she's going to be very sad when I leave. And Baba said, "Well, all right, I've got something for you to do." And she goes, "Sure, what is that?" She said, "I want you to be very mean to her. I just give her such a hard time that by the time you come, she'll be ready to give you, get rid of you." And so, that kind of psychology was pretty out there. I thought that was very creative on Baba's part.
Yeah.
And anyhow, there's other stories that she's told that I maybe it's in the book. Probably it is those books on the joyous path. Speaking of joyous, you know, so much of people who are spiritual are thinking that life is just misery and suffering. And sure, there is some of that. But I think the overall thing, I prefer the joyous path myself. If it can be joyous, I'm in. Not to say that the suffering doesn't serve its purpose too. But anyhow, one personal experience with Mani. When I first met Mani, it was in '73 on a pilgrimage. Uh, it happened to be a time when there was the most pilgrims, I think, to that point, since Baba had, you know, uh, dropped the body. And so it was mobbed. It was a mob scene one day at Meherazad, and we could stay pretty late. And there was no buses taking people anywhere. You'd have to go out to the road and get a ST bus or whatever if you wanted to take a bus. So there were bicycles, there were rickshaws, cars from Vilu's Villa. Uh, it was a traffic jam. But anyhow, what we used to do, we would arrive, and the Mandali would be out front, including Mani. And I recall, that particular day, getting a warm embrace from Mani and appreciating that. And then at the end of the day, the Mandali would be back out there to say goodbye and embrace us again. Um, and so I was embracing the various Mandali in kind of a my style of doing things, like it was like a business. I had to this one and this one. I'm kind of into logistics, so I would go to this one and this one, and then I would look over to Mani, and she had like a crowd of people around her. It was like a long line or something of people waiting to probably say goodbye to her. And so I would walk up, I would be there, and I thought, well, I haven't hugged that Mandali over there, so I'll go over here, in the meantime, not to waste time, right? Uh, and I did that 2 or 3 times, I think. And finally, I went over again, and she still had a bunch of people around there. So I decided, well, I did embrace her one time. In fact, I remembered I had embraced her during the day for some reason, and I thought, well, maybe that's all I need to do today. And so I went and I sat in the rickshaw and was waiting for the traffic to clear so the rickshaw could leave. And I heard a voice, "Where's Ronnie? Where's Ronnie?" And it was Mani, just shouting into the crowds, apparently thinking that she needed to get my attention. And finally, she found me, and I found her because I could hear her, and she was coming my way. And apparently, she had been seeing me walk up and then walk away and walk up and walk away, and knew that I wanted to say goodbye to her, but for some reason didn't. And she says, "How come you didn't come up to, say goodbye to me? You have to do that. You're important." And it was unbelievable. I mean, I just thought that was my first time of really thinking that the Mandali are so tuned in, or Baba is tuned into them and is just expressing this masterful kind of attention and love and affection. Um, and it was a memory I relish. And so I thought I would tell you. Then I got a song that I'll maybe sing later that is related to Mani.
Wow, that's great, Ronnie. Ronnie. Oh, thank you. Mayor Kiran.
Jai Baba. Betty, if you make me co-host, I want to share an audio clip, 4.5 minutes.
I'm looking
Mani
for.
saying a joke.
Ah, why am I not finding you? Uh, Mayor. Oh, are you Baba family? No, Mayor?
No, I am in.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, start the share. It's from Mandali Hall Talks. That website has so many things. And there is this Mani tells a joke.
The joke? The joke? You don't want me to leave anything for Saturday?
You don't
Yeah, but
see
for next
money.
Saturday.
Oh, is it audio?
Joke. I didn't.
Is the audio good enough or no?
I said.
Yeah, there's no video.
There's no video, but is the
Oh, okay,
audio good?
thank you. Thank
Wait.
you.
I know. It's because I said that morning that I was just. Well, what I was thinking this morning was how funny when whatever you say in the language that is yours, you can say in a few words, but when someone translates it in another language, it always seems longer. I don't know why. I remember still when in 1969 when Erich would say something over the mic, and because there were a lot of Baba lovers from Andhra, and we don't know their language. So there was an Andhra Baba lover who would translate it into Telugu. Well, Erich would say a sentence 2 inches long, And then the interpreter would have, 5 feet long. It just went on and on and on. And I used to wonder, how maybe that language is different. I still don't know, as a matter of fact. So in India, we call them, at least some people, because of the pronunciation, they don't say interpreter, they say interrupter. That was the interrupter who was saying whatever I said, and it's very much like that. The moment you say something, they interrupt and go, and then by the time you have to connect, the heiress had to hold on to his thought, after this long interpretation, and then he would continue 2 words and then we would gather. So this joke was when General Montgomery, when he was on a tour, a goodwill tour in the countries in the East. So it was Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, all those places. I'm not good at geography, but you know. So he had this interrupter with him. It was a very good man who would always say whatever he had. But sometimes it seemed much longer than whatever he was saying. So anyway, he was ending the whole thing, he thought, he'd end with a joke, make it a nice joke. So he said this joke, which was fairly longish, comparatively, to the other things that he said, this joke. And the interrupter, said it in the other language in a jiffy. He just said it in a...
Meher, we lost it. Are you there? Wonder what happened. Huh.
Oh, well, so the audio was good. Should I redo it, or how do you want me
It
to?
was good. It was fine, but was at the end. We didn't get the punchline.
No. I didn't realize I need to keep tapping my finger. Let's just try again.
Okay.
So General Montgomery, I think that's where we are at. So little backup.
Marvelous, I say. So when he went out, he had this interrupter with him. It was a very good man who would always say whatever he had. But sometimes it seemed much longer than whatever he was saying. So anyway, he was ending the whole thing, he thought, he'd end with a joke, make it a nice joke. So he said this joke, which was fairly longish, comparatively, to the other things that he said, this joke. And the interrupter, said it in the other language in a jiffy. He just said it in this one sentence, and the whole house, all the audience, was roaring with laughter and almost falling off their chairs and laughing. And General Montgomery was very pleased with the effect his joke had. It was marvelous, I say. So when he went out, he thumped the interrupter on the back and said, good work. But tell me one thing. How did you manage to tell my clumsy, longish joke so shortly and so well that I could see the effect of it? He said, I told them, honorable gentlemen, now telling joke, everybody please laugh. and another is, this one is my favorite. This man was invited by an English friend who had an old castle and invited to come and spend the night with him and stay a few days, and he accepted. And he went and he had this room, and the host told him, I say, he said, there's a sort of a belief around here, but I wouldn't worry if I were you. But, the place is supposed to be haunted, people see ghosts and that kind of sort of thing. And the man said, don't worry, I'm an honest. So he slept in the room all right. In the morning when they got together for breakfast, the host said, by the way, did you have any queer experience or anything like that, He said, well, what do you mean? Well, I mean, what I told you about last night, about the ghost, Oh, yes. What do you mean, yes? Well, I saw him. You saw the ghost? You actually, oh, yes. But I got rid of him. Immediately I got rid of him. You got rid of him? How on earth did you manage that? He said, well, I asked him for a contribution, and he disappeared immediately. So it's not only people who disappear when you ask for contributions. You ask a ghost for a contribution, poof.
Great, Meher. I have to comment, Meher has the amazing skill of sharing screen with on his phone. I don't know any other host who can do that. You may not realize this is really quite he's advanced technically. Oh, very good. Those are great jokes. And say it again, the name of the site.
Oh, this is mandalihall.org, and it has podcasts, and you will see a lot of talks which all the Mandali gave. They laboriously transcribe also, and also preserve them there. It's a big project. Yeah.
You know, it just came to me. I was thinking, I really don't have a personal experience to share, and then I go, duh. So, uh, my family all went in. Well, most the me and the younger kids went in '87, and my husband, and stayed 6 weeks. So we had a good long time to kind of get to know people and them us, and we'd had plenty of time kind of in the vicinity of Mani. Mani would show them my kids toys. They loved Mani. You don't who doesn't love Mani? So, but I didn't have a specific experience to share until when we were leaving. We had a taxi come right up to Mandali Hall, right, not there, but that was our point of departure. We were ready to go. We had our bags, as I remember, and so we were at Mandali Hall. The very last little bit of time, we were there. We were all in Mandali Hall. Oh, no, no. Take it back. We weren't in Mandali Hall. We were, I guess were we in the taxi? How the heck was that? I'm not remembering. But I remember peeking into Mandali Hall, and somebody was holding forth talking, and I just wanted to wave like goodbye to whoever, anybody. Uh, And so the family was outside, I guess, near the taxi. And so I just kind of go, I don't think I said anything, but Mani turned around, saw me, said, "Oh," she said. So she got up, and then everybody got up. Everybody emptied the hall and came out to say goodbye. It was the most wonderful send off you could imagine. It was just, and I credit Mani with starting it. So I've got photos. Everybody came out. It was just great. It was a great send off. So that was all. Anybody else have things they want to share? I know Diana has more. I've got more. Um, And Ron too has a song. So okay, shall we just
I have it's a YouTube video of her talking about Baba's gestures. It's
yeah.
about 15 minutes long. I don't know whether that's too long to share, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to hear. It's a little grainy at some point, but you can still hear her talking.
How about we wait and see what, kind of put it at the end? Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. That's
okay.
fine.
Marcia.
Well, I started looking through my drawer with all my Baba things, looking for stuff. And I found, I'll show you, hold on. My first visit to India was in 1994. I was teaching school, so I only could come for a short time. So I was there for Silence Day. And I brought, can you see this?
Not well. It's not quite focused right. I don't
Well, I'm on my phone, yeah.
Oh, there, that's clear. Okay.
Yeah, but that's not what I wanted to show you.
Oh.
Oh, so I have to put it in back. This is a cloth that I bought in Ahmednagar, and I brought it on Silence Day. I was in the Darshan line with Annie Lovett, and Mani drove up with the women Mandalay in a big car and got out, and she pulled Annie and me from the line, and we got to go around to all the places that they were putting flowers. And then they stationed me at the cabin where the Baba's cot was, and I was like monitoring people going in and out. But I put this on on the tomb, and then when I got ready to leave, she came and gave it to me because I never thought I'd see it again. So it was like such a gift to get that from her, you know. Yeah.
Can you explain again about the? I'm sorry.
It's like a shawl.
Yeah.
No, it's a huge cloth that I bought in the market, and
Wow.
I brought it to put on the Baba's
Baba tomb.
tomb so that I could, you know, have it blessed or something. So it was on there, and they used it, and then when I was getting ready to leave, she came and gave it to me to take home.
Oh,
So
so
that was a real gift, you know. Yeah.
it
Here's
had
my
gone.
Baba thing. I was just looking at all my Baba stuff. Yeah. So I've been looking for something because she gave me a handkerchief. So I'll let you guys go, and then it's making me go through all my things looking for stuff now. So I'll be back. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got a funny poem that she wrote. Um, so I guess I'll just. I'm not seeing hands. Oh,
I have a letter that she wrote that I can share.
awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
go.
have letters from the Mandali, and this is dated February 11th, 1961.
Can you show it in the camera again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Letters from the
Oh,
Mandali.
I see.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, dated February 11th, 1961. It is extraordinary how his love expresses itself best in our simplest and most intimate of labors, be it making a pen, baking a cake, or raking the garden. It is from the heart. It's for him, and he is right there to accept it. I wish God's church was only in the heart, for it is for lack of it we build high walls, ring bells, fix days when we should shut up our work and walk out to remember God. None of this can make up for a single silent beat of the heart that loves and remembers most when busiest. Mani. That was a short letter that she wrote.
Yeah, very
I have
nice.
another one here. I have another one here.
Okay.
This is from September 30th, 1961, from Meherazad. I have received your two long letters. I don't know who she's speaking to, because it doesn't say that in here in the book. It just has letters from the Mandali. It doesn't say who it's to. The first one described your dilemma of how to love Baba more and more, when you do not even know whether you love him. This gave me a chuckle. Indeed, it is a universal problem for all those who love the beloved master. And I have another big chuckle when our beloved Baba had already replied to your query. The more we clean our hearts of otherness, the more our love manifests for him. But the lover can never know that he loves. I want you to remember one thing that Baba has told us about the subtle difference between love and affection. Whereas affection can be expressed and can derive satisfaction, love never seeks satisfaction and can never adequately express itself. Therefore, the lover never knows that he loves. The moment love derives satisfaction from its expression, it is not love, but affection. Love is just a burning, a silent, bright burning that never stops till it has consumed all the otherness of the lover. What Baba means by the otherness is, of course, our age-old desires that seek satisfaction. Love is the gift of God to man and cannot be had for the asking. One can only wait for it and not measure the duration of the waiting for by our own time. But it rests with man to obey the perfect master and offer him the gift of one's complete surrender. Mani.
Beautiful.
Jai-Baba.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob. I'm not seeing hands.
I could
Oh,
show
okay.
a video.
Yes. Oh, please. That was so great. What's the word? Your surreptitious videos.
Yeah, well, Let's see if I'm getting any better. Share sound, optimize. Okay, content only. Can you see it all right?
We can see. Yeah.
Okay.
The great poet. You know,
This is Christmas 91.
Oh.
Mani came up and decided to say this.
Shakespeare. And so one man met another, a friend, and said, I can't stand it. All this big fuss they make over this Shakespeare. I mean,
This is her telling a joke, it looks like, about Shakespeare.
And so one man met another, a friend, and said, I can't stand it. All this big fuss they make over this Shakespeare. I mean, what's the great deal of it? And what's it? Frankly, I don't like this poem at all. I think it's junk. I don't know why they make such a big deal out of it. And what's more, when I die, when I go to heaven, I'm going to tell him. When I go to heaven, I'm going to tell him. That is, I don't like it at all. I'm going to tell exactly what I've told him. The man said, yeah, but supposing he's not in heaven. Supposing Shakespeare's not in heaven. Well, then you tell him. The little story of this entertainment before Baba and Mehra that was performed among a lot of other performances in Bangalore, as I said, over 50 years ago, over half a century ago. I was hesitating, should I tell it? Is the right occasion? Here we are, you all are entertaining him and Mehra with the beautiful entertainment you gave for Christmas Day today. But still I was hesitating until Huey brought out the tea cozy. Now that has a relevance to the story I'm going to tell, which is why I'm inspired to say, Baba wants me to tell it. When we were in Bangalore, it so happened that not only it was an entertainment for Baba, put up by us, once in a while as we used to do, but it was a sort of a marathon entertainment. Excuse me. Marathon entertainments, you know, and everybody was wanting everybody else in their play, because it had to be for so many days. And even Mehra was preparing the children who came for holidays to do something in between, which gave time for the others to go and dress and come back and do. So now we're about 30 women there in Bangalore with Baba. And our audience was Baba and Mehra. And here we are performing for Baba. And now I am preparing a play, and I want so-and-so in my play, and so-and-so in my play. And everybody wants everybody else in their play, because we're it. We have to circulate round among ourselves. And I already was so heavily booked. I was in this one's play, and I was in Mansari's play, and I was in Koch's play, and I was in that one's play. And I knew dear Norina would be after me. I knew it. So I was trying to avoid Norina as much as I could. If I saw her coming from here, I'd suddenly remember something I had to do there. Then I would go away, you know. And if I was coming down the stairs and I saw Norina coming up, I would suddenly turn around and say, I'm coming, and go back into the room and avoid her. Now, Norina had many meanings to this one word. It was her inflection. When she said darling, it depended on how she said darling, so that we could know what she meant. Sometimes if she said darling, I knew she wanted something. Sometimes she says darling. It means, you know, but don't be stupid. Darling had many inflections. Of course, when she said it to Baba, it always meant something so beautiful. She would always refer to him, talk to him as darling. And then her whole heart was in her voice. So I was trying to avoid Norina, but one day we met on the stairs. It was too late for me to turn around and rush up again. And I knew this lady had a mission, and she was going to pursue me until she got her way. So there we were face to face, and she said, darling. And I said, I said, no. She said, darling. I said, no. But she said, it's so easy. But I said, Norina, do you realize we're all doing the play? And I'm already in such and such a play, and I'm already in that one play, and this one's asking me for this, and I have a little part in this, and I have my own play, and how. But she said, darling, it's so easy. Now that is the right word to use for me. I like things easy. So when I was arguing about this, I heard the word easy, and I said, what do you mean easy? What do I have to do? What do I have to be? All you have to be is Jesus Christ. I said, Jesus? I have to be Jesus Christ? Norina, you're crazy. Oh, no, but she said, and I said, Norina, she said, you don't have to do anything. You just have to carry the cross across the stage. It was a nice long hall, a room with wooden floor. Nowhere else had we had such facility for entertainment like we had in Bangalore. And all I had to do was go across from this door, across the whole room to the other door, carrying a cross made out of cardboard. I said, Norina, you are the one. You are the one who would be best at that. And I meant it, and she was. So at last she agreed. But I said, I'll tell you what, I'll help you. I'll become the three wise men, okay? And she said, all right. So I was the three wise men in the sense that I drummed up and persuaded some others to help me. And I was one of the three wise men. And so we had these capes from these beautiful saris, old saris, that we had with us, from old times. Everybody brought out their saris, Nargis Kotwal, Lansari, Borched, so. And that was used as capes, and we had these cushions and some gifts on it, and we all had tea cozies on our heads. That was always an integral part of our entertainment about the tea cozies. We put it sidewise like that, you see. Now, Elizabeth was Joseph, and Rana was the shepherd, or vice versa. No, Rana was the shepherd, and Margaret was the angel, and Irene below was Virgin Mary, the Madonna. And the little baby Jesus was a doll that Elizabeth got from the bazaar and made a crib out. Everything was beautiful. Now, Norina wanted also my help to give it an oriental touch, Eastern touch to the whole thing. So she said, now could you explain to Saltun? Saltun is the wife of Baidur, the one from Persia, the Persian family we had. And her daughter is Daula, and Sarwar. Sarwar is the mother of Freni, Dr. Freni Foreman, as you know. So Daula and Sultan, the wife, she wanted. Now, they didn't know any language. The mother didn't know any language except Irani. And I was the only one who spoke Irani in the thing. So I was asked to explain to them that they had to simply sit in that Persian dress with that beautiful magenta scarf, satin scarf, silk scarf she had around her face, and sit like in the bazaar, and weaving flowers. And Jesus will pass by, so it looks like he's passing through the bazaar. It's oriental. And I took great pains over that. I explained to them. The trouble was that the rehearsals were not done with real flowers. So there was Sotun on that last day on the stage, now with real flowers. And I was so engrossed in the real flowers. These fresh flowers that they were handling, they didn't see Jesus go by. And suddenly, after Jesus had passed by them, the daughter turns to the mother and says, Mao, that means mother in Irani, Mao, Norina, for sure, Norina has gone. Now, I was told to tell them, after Jesus goes by, they were to stand up and very gracefully walk behind, scattering the flowers, in his footsteps. But they forgot all that, and as Jesus went by, And Dora said, "Wow, Norina has gone by." She said, "What? Norina has gone by?" And she jumps up, catches the skirt, and they gallop across the stage to leave. And Norina, in the meantime, is in the wings and, practically fainting in my arms. And she said, "Ugh, they are galloping." And so, but that was over. And as usual, when an entertainment, a skit for Baba was over, Baba would call the person who had done it, had been responsible for it, and really praise it and shower his love, show his love, and saying how touched he was that he'd done it. So he called Norina, and Norina, Baba said, "So good what you did. I'm so happy." And then he said, Norina, the part I liked best. And she said, "Darling, which one?" Now, and he said, "The end." And Norina said, "Naughty, darling, you're naughty."
There you are.
Jack, you're showing muted.
Is that me?
Mute.
I don't think that was me.
That was priceless. That was just wonderful. Wow.
We had Debbie on stage doing songs. We had what's his name? Her name, doing a dance. All kinds of stuff there that happened before Mani got up and gave her talk. So it was a big Christmas celebration.
Oh my
In
God.
91.
That's a treasure, and now everybody will be able to see it. It's now on this.
Yeah, I should put it on on YouTube.
Yeah, you should. I'm sure you've got more. Yeah. Wow. It'll be a gift to the world. Wow, wow. Oh, thank you. Ron.
Yeah, I in the late '70s, I was really into writing songs. That was a great pleasure of mine, and kept my attention. And I was always on the lookout for something to inspire the lyrics for a song. And so, one of the things that came up was one of the family letters in which Mani quoted something. It wasn't. I don't believe it was her own words and phrases, but she was quoting it as part of the family letters. I thought, oh, I have to. That has to be in a song because I love those two things. So, I haven't practiced it lately, although I've been playing it for over 50 years. But anyhow, I thought maybe this might help. This could maybe warm my brain up, and I wouldn't make any mistakes. Let's see how it works out. I don't know if it'll stay on. Let's see here. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I got to get this microphone a little out of the way here. As a rule, a man's a fool, and when it's hot, he wants it cool. And when it's cool, he wants it hot. He's always wanting what is not. Now, what one can't avoid might as well be enjoyed. take it as a blessing or as a test. Whatever happens, happens for the best. You know, but it's up to you to find out that is true. Outside of eternity, and all you got to do is be happy, but as a rule, oh, man's a fool. And when it's hot, he wants it cool. And when it's cool, he wants it hot. He's always wanting what is not, yeah. Now what one can't avoid might as well be enjoyed. Take it as a blessing or as a test. Whatever happens, happens for the best. You know, but it's up to you to find out that is true. Outside of eternity, you know you got to do is be happy, but it's up to us to stop making such a fuss. Look into eternity. That's where we find we're one, not we. And it's up to you and me to be as happy as we can be. Please the one in eternity. You wake us, shake us, you wake us, you shake us, you wake us and shake us and wake us and shake us and set us free. I got through it.
Now, Ron, what's the story behind this? Did Mani like it? Or-
Mani provided the first section of the song.
Gotcha. Yeah.
As a rule, a man's a fool. And,
Right,
yeah,
right.
that was in the family letter. So she sent it my way along with everybody else.
Awesome. Oh, did she show it to you personally, you mean?
No.
With
No,
the family letters.
I'm just saying that
Yeah.
it went out in the family letters, and of course,
Gotcha.
I didn't read it when it first came out. That was like '56. I was a little boy then. But in '76, I did read it.
Awesome. Great. This is a great song.
There's Jack.
Jack.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, you, Gene. Good to see you again.
Hi, Jack.
We have a big flower pot outside,
Hi, Jack.
and printed on it is a quote from Maya Angelou that life isn't how many breaths you take, but moments that take your breath away. And Mani had that exquisite way of presenting herself that if you thought about it, it would take your breath away. She had a unique ability to read and see people in their hearts, and a great memory to go with it. I think you'd agree with me for the most part. I met her first in 1973 when I was over there, 72 rather, in November. And these are my aunts and uncles, as I may have mentioned in an earlier talk. And I felt very comfortable just the moment I was amongst them. And Mani one day pulled me aside and said, basically, who are you? And I told her a short, very short moments of talk there of how Baba had pulled me in. The next thing I know, I was sitting in one of the rooms right across the dirt from Mandali Hall. And in this particular room was a long bench. And she sat at one end and I sat at the other. And I had the incredible experience of being with her for 3 hours uh, and telling my story to her, with very few interruptions. And from that time on, I still to this day consider it one of the most awesome experiences of my life. And then again in 1987, when she was talking with the group right in front of the blue bus, and she was facing the clock that was on the wall there. And I had walked up maybe a yard or so behind her. And the next thing, after without turning it around, she said, "Hi, Jack, how are you?" And it was just, the ability to see people and see in their hearts it's extraordinary to have that gift. And she certainly had it.
Nice.
That's all I wanted to say today.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're muted, Betty.
Marcia.
I found the handkerchief that I got. This was Mani's.
Talk about it if you don't want to.
We're not seeing it. You're.
You're.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. So I put the camera on the front. Hold on. Oh, okay. So when I went for my second visit to India in 2004.
You're too close to the camera, yeah.
Yeah.
You see that?
Okay, up.
Yeah. Now up, right?
Up a little higher. Stand up.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, they asked me if I'd met her, and they said that Mani wanted people that met her to have something. So they gave me this handkerchief. But when I was there, when I met her, I just remember that I just wanted to be, I hadn't met Mira, and so I was just thrilled to have the opportunity to be with Mani. So every chance when we went over to Meherazad, I would like sit on the porch with her, and she would take out Baba's hair and all her treasures, and she was like so animated. It's just like she looked like porcelain, and she was just like. It was like I'll never forget that. Yeah. Anyway, this is a picture that Eric said is the most of what Jesus looked like. This yes. I got that at the Circle Center, but anyway, not to change the subject. But I'll never forget her, and I probably have a lot more things. Like all of a sudden, looking through all these things, but thinking, well, what do I do with them now? Do I bring them keep them for a while, or bring them to the archives? Because we have to start thinking about what we do with all these treasures. Anyway, Jai Baba.
Hey, Baba. Diane, did you want to read it, Hannah? The.
You want me to do that? I mean,
What do you think? Does it feel kind of serious or too serious? I don't know.
No, I don't think it's too serious. I'll go ahead and read just a little bit. And
Okay.
What this is, it's the reason why I want to read this is because I think it shows Mani in her totally serious side with no humor involved, because that was there. She was a very serious person. And also, I mean, she was with all this other wonderful bits of her that we've been talking about. And this is a big, long piece of paper. As you see, I'm not reading it all. Hardly am I going to read much of it at all. But it's titled Meher Pilgrim Center, Meherabad, talk given by Mani to the honorary staff, June 12, 1980. And that's when the Pilgrim Center was opened. And I'm pleased to say that in 1980, I was there and I stayed at the Pilgrim Center. So this was probably, yeah. Anyway, so the reason I want to share this is because she's really talking about how to work for Baba, how to be at Meherabad, how to work for Baba, and how to be with Baba. That's how I see it. So I was just thinking I'd read 3 paragraphs, and I'm going to stop after each one to see if there's a comment that anyone wants to make. She says, well, here we are. Here we are. And saying this, I've said everything, because being at Baba's place is the most important thing. Don't ever take your being at Meherabad for granted. There are many who long to be in your place, so many who will long to be here in time to come. You too must have longed to live and serve him at Meherabad and Ahmednagar, and that is why you are here now. Remember that your being placed here is your great privilege, your great opportunity, and also your great responsibility. Not a heavy responsibility, but a deep responsibility. That is, do not take it heavily, but take it deeply.
Nice.
Shall I just go on?
Just go on, yeah.
Today we are seated at the Pilgrim Center, which is built and set up with much love, labor, and care, created by him through hands he has chosen to construct it and run it. Never lose sight of the purpose of your being here. You are here because of Baba, not because of the Pilgrim Center. The Pilgrim Center depends on you. You don't depend on it. And while you are working here for Baba, never forget the real work that Baba does through whatever work you do. Each of you is Baba's special work. While he gives you an opportunity to work for him, he is working on you. He uses the work you do to do his work within you. He is quite tricky, you see. And I have one more paragraph.
Oh.
Another thing, don't lose perspective. Even though he wants you to wholeheartedly do the work entrusted to you, don't be so attached to the work itself that you find yourself failing to give what he really wants from you. Keep an eye on yourself. It's the little things that you trip over, things too small to make a show of, with no reward of glory attached, only service and the effort to please him. Like the jeweler who tests the metal to see if it is gold, test your acts and words with the touchstone of his pleasure to see whether they are pleasing to him. Remember, while you are serving his lovers, the pilgrims, you are not obliging them. You are obliged to serve Baba. Baba does not need us. Baba only loves us with that incredible love that he alone has to give. It is we who need him.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Diana. That's wonderful.
And she goes on, but I think, there's just so much you can take, to listen to. But the reason I share this is because you see she's being dead serious here.
Beautiful. Gail?
Okay. Well, I look forward to hearing more of that, Diana, because it's just priceless. Well, since nobody is not very many people are singing Mani songs, I'm going to sing one. I don't know if Ron's got that queued up, but there's someone at the door, Lord, knocking at your door. Open up the door, Lord. Open up the door. Open up the door, Lord. Open up the door. I can't stand anymore, Lord. Open up the door. Your face I adore, Lord. A glance I implore, Lord, to be with me forevermore. Open up the door. Oh, open up the door, Lord. Open up the door. I can't stand anymore, Lord. Open up the door. I don't seek to soar, Lord, to plains above the shore, Lord. Just round me in the core, Lord. Open up the door. Oh, open up the door, Lord. Open up the door. I can't stand anymore, Lord. Open up the door to your kingly store, Lord. Tears of pearls I bore, Lord. My rosary has more, Lord. Open up the door. Oh, open up the door, Lord. Open up the door. I can't stand anymore, Lord. Open up the door. I kneel upon the floor, Lord. Your grace upon me pour, Lord, to be with you forevermore, Lord. Open up the door. Oh, open up the door, Lord. Open up the door. I can't stand anymore, Lord. Open up the door. Not only do we have thanks to Mani for that, but to Buzz Connor for putting it to music, which gets it out into the Baba community quite a bit. Jay Baba.
Yeah, I
Thank
can
you.
add to that, Gail, because Mani, when she wrote that, she likes to write in different styles. She had her song that we recorded for the album that was a country song, and she would write ones for different purposes. But that one was like more, what do you call it, the religious kind of music, spiritual. It was a spiritual. And she gave it to Karis Arkin also. And Buzz, of course, is the one that's become popular. But Karis was the first one to get it, and it was like a heartfelt, wrenching kind of spiritual, open up the type of thing. It was quite a different atmosphere than Buzz's. So anyway, that's fun to add.
Yeah.
And somebody else has. Jeannie just handed this for me, so I'm going to show that because Diana made me aware of it. She found this one that we got, and there's Mani's picture at the bottom. But I had never noticed until Diana said so that she put stickers here as a little bug holding, and she wrote in Mayor Baba and the little flag that was there that she had decorated and made it special. And that's another sticker up there.
Can you show the bottom again? I couldn't see the drawing.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Oh,
that's not the greatest
yeah. Oh, there
camera.
it is. There it is. Oh, it's beautiful.
Not a very sharp
But I
camera.
wanted to have the context.
Oh, Jeannie says she wants to read it.
Well,
Okay.
I want to just give me the other thing, the receipt. This is how she took her responsibility as chairman of the trust. But
I'll show it.
we sent this donation in 1981, I guess.
We
it
sent a
was.
donation.
And so she sent us this whole nice letter back. I mean, she responded to each of these donations with so much love and care.
So she got all this written out and then sent us a Baba card.
And then she wrote, "Dear Jean and Hugh, from your Meherazad family, we remember." This was the date was in let's see,
81.
1981, August 24. We remember you both with much love, and we remember your tricks, dear Hugh, with much delight. Perhaps you still have that card I signed on
There's a trick where she
I
signs
have
a
a
card.
coin that she signed. A trick I can't read and the light's too bad. I still
Shall I read it?
boast about. Anyway, beloved Baba tells.
Jeannie, can you move over a bit, Huey? I don't know if you can. Jeannie, can we see we see half of you.
There's just no light. You can tell with a flashlight or something.
Here,
I thought I read
here's
it.
flashlight.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. I can read it now. Jean Hughes. Oh, let's see. Okay. Anyway, beloved Baba still has Jean Hughes' hearts on which he has put his indelible signature. Keep happy with him, our united avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. And then there's this 3 hearts and her happy little stick figure, Ahmednagar, and the date. But she just took so much love as her duty, as the chairman, responding to all these love donations that people would send. It was really amazing.
Somebody else has their hand up.
Ron.
I found a capturing of Mani in a photograph, fall of '73.
Oh,
So I guess I have to try to figure out how to share the
well,
screen.
maybe just show. Is it digital or is it just on paper?
Well, it's digital, I guess.
Oh, okay.
If you share the screen, I've set it so anybody can share. So
Ah.
you can share.
There you go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Oh, wish we could. Oh, what year was this?
Fall of '73.
Early. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
She seemed
awesome.
pretty darn spry there.
Look at that. Oh, that's a great shot.
I always say that Mani was either the greatest or the most inspiring person I ever met in person, and that's
Yeah.
something.
Yep. Yep. I hope we meet her again.
Right,
Sure
amazing.
do. I've got a little poem that she and the mango incident. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. We were with beloved Baba in Dehradun. It was summer season made bearable only because it was mango season too. The house where the men Mandali stayed, some distance from the women Mandali's house, as usual, had mango trees on its grounds, and they were given strict instructions by Baba not to pick any of the fruit, but if a mango fell of itself, then they could have it. That did it. The ones most affected were his veteran disciples, Gustaji and Baidul. With strained ears, they vied with one another for a mango whenever one thudded to the earth, any time, night or day. This caused tremendous entertainment to the other Mandali and to Baba, who would recount to us the daily episodes of this mango meditation. Mango meditation. The clock strikes 12. It's midnight. Hark! A figure's prowling in the dark. He does not mind the raging storm. His heart is glowing, strangely warm. As bending down towards the loot, he gathers up the king of fruit. There's others too, oh, quite a few, as fondly dreaming, lovingly scheming, eyes a-gleaming, they wait to hear the thud that says a mango's here. And then in a flash they make a dash with leaps and bounds and hungry sounds, feverishly scanning the mangoless grounds. A sudden halt. What is this here beneath a leaf? A mango's rear? Alas, alack, a gasp, a moan, 'tis nothing but a leering stone. Mani Irani.
That's
So,
wonderful. That's a
yeah.
great poem.
Somebody was telling the story about Mani, about how Baba wanted to tell Mani to tell somebody off. His mother was his mother. Did
Yeah.
you read that?
Well, give her a hard time.
Yeah, give her a hard time. So I have another video that is a short story about somebody. So let me see if I can figure out how to press that share. Where's the share button? See, share, content only, share.
Oh, and she was looking very sad. And I
Oh, wait.
found out from her one. Can never be done by us. Never. But talking of the answer I gave you just now in front, one of the girls who came said, I could start a school on that, but of course I won't. And one of the girls said, she stayed here quite some time. Now it's time to go. And she was looking very sad. And I found out from her why she was sad. Papa's with you going and all that. He has filled you. Oh, yes. Then, but she said, my grandmother gave me the money to come to India on this visit. And she wanted me to go and see the Taj Mahal, which is why she's giving me the money also. All right, go where you want, but see the Taj Mahal. And I promised her I would. But my Taj Mahal is here with Baba and Baba's. And now, of course, I can't go. And I'm feeling sad. I said, not at all. What you have to do is, when you go to Bombay, go to the Taj. Have a cup of coffee there. Don't mention Mahal.
Taj is the hotel there.
Don't hurt your grandmother by telling her the so-called truth, because that she would feel. And you have, as you say, your Taj Mahal is this. She may not understand, but so go to the Taj, have a cup of coffee, and go home and tell her you've been to the Taj. Okay, you're not lying either. And write and let me know. She wrote back a letter. She said, my grandmother was so happy. I said, that's what it's all about.
Okay, that's all. It's just a quick little thing.
Gail, do you have another song or a story?
I have a request, Betty. I don't see BBB with Baba, but you do. It's on page 5 of Nan's new sing-along book, and I'm wondering if you'll sing it.
I'll find it. Okay, take me a minute.
Okay.
Anybody else? Huey, I guess you have lots of videos, but I hope this is good.
Jeannie has something to share
good.
here.
Okay, good.
Marceline has
Jeannie,
hand
come
up.
on.
Oh, good. Okay.
I can't raise my hand because I'm a co-host. Come on.
Oh, there's no place for me to sit.
Here, you sit here.
Oh, I don't have. I was just trying to think of something, and what popped into my head was I don't have very many really personal things with her. I was always more of a, an admirer of hers in Mandali Hall. She'd come in and she'd put on her incredible personality and so beautiful, so full of light and love and charm and humor and wisdom, and it's so magnificent. But I had one little entree into her more private world. Was she used to have this skin disease where her skin was very, very white, and so she always wanted to look very nice for all of us, and she'd always dress up with that beautiful salwar kameez and colors so lovely. And so when I was in the last birthday for Meryl, the last birthday play was 89, I think. Right, that was that year when she died, but we had that fire, and it was at that theater at Meherabad, and I was in charge of the makeup for that, and it was they were doing it for the story was about the Parsis and Baba's birth and all that kind of thing, and so they had to have makeup that gave the color of Parsi skin or something, and so I went to them and I said I was in charge of it, so I had to go to this place in San Francisco that was a makeup place and buy this special makeup. So I went to them and I said, on Meherazad porch, I said, well, what color is it? And they looked at my skin and they said, oh, your color is exactly the right color. It's exactly this color of Parsi skin. So that made it easy. So I went there and I matched my skin and found this, I brought this this color for the play. And I brought it to Meherazad. I got some little jars of it for all the actors to wear. And then she said to me, can you get me some of that, send me some of that makeup, because she wanted to use it personally, because she felt she was too pale and she wanted to make herself look a little more natural. She was very concerned about looking well for Baba, that she's his representative. And so she took that kind of care to make sure she could be her very best in representing Baba.
Yeah, you know about the skin disease.
Yeah,
that Mani
you know about that skin disease she had, where she was so pale. And in fact, when we came on our first trip in '82, we were at the train station with her, and she was so pale that these Indian kids started heckling us and being kind of
money, chocolate.
yeah, just harassing us a little. And she just turned around and they thought she was a Westerner because she was so pale.
They were using Baba's name, like, Jai Baba, give us money, and like that.
But, so she turned around and she just talked to them really fast in Marathi and told them that we were visitors and they should treat us with kindness and respect and all that, and not, be treating us without more concern and care. And anyways, I'm just saying she had that.
He saw Mani suddenly come from the sweet Mani to this lion. She just really pulled him aside.
But she was so thoughtful. That was our first time, so I was just totally new. And I remember she bought some flowers at the train station, a little string of some flowers, and braided it into my hair, and then took us over to that house where Dunn lived, and she was showing us around. But so I wanted to mention that little thing about her skin, but also I remember sitting in the corner in Baba's room one day, and she came in with, I think it was Kitty. Yeah, she was showing Kitty around, and just the two of them were there, and I was just sitting in there. So I was watching this from quietly on the side, and I remember thinking, oh, she's so radiant, she's so beautiful, she's so elevated that nothing would ever bother her, nothing could ever get to her. See, I didn't know her personal side, where she had much more going on. She wasn't so removed from all, but I didn't know that. I just only saw her public side, where she was so radiant and so beautiful, so full of love. So I was really shocked when I found out after she died that she really suffered during the last month or so. They had to give her a lot of pain medication and stuff, and I had no idea. I just thought she was above it all. She was just so beautiful all the times I saw her. She was just, she would put out so much to be there for us in this radiant, beautiful, loving soul. It was just so. In fact, one time I was traveling by myself back to Pune on my departure, and I had that Swanee, that bus. I hired that bus or something to take me, and I was I don't remember how it happened, but I was surprised because she came out. She used to wave people off. She came out to see me go off on. I was all by myself. She made that special effort, just like Betty was talking about. She would make these special efforts. She would do all these things to make you feel loved and cared for, and that you were special. Really go out of her way, and I remember coming off and waving me off. I was so touched by that because I was feeling really nervous about traveling by myself and all that. And she was just all these little gestures of love she would make that were so delightful and so thoughtful.
Yeah, these were Baba's orders too, because we came once and she was reading a novel, which she loved.
Right, I wanted to tell that story too. She used to love to just read like the detective stories and all that sort of thing that she read for Baba, and eat food, because I like doing that, so I really remembered that. But she would give that up, to be with us and to be there for us, because she thought Baba wanted her to do that. So she would give up even those little personal moments of where she needed some refreshment for herself. She would give them up for us. She was just so giving and so sacrificing in that way.
Okay. Next.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, you've got a great store of memories. Thanks for sharing everything. Did somebody say that Marjolaine's hand was up? No. Yeah.
Yes, my hand was up, but if there's still time, I will do quickly.
Sure. There's time.
Because I have a short poem, a short song, and birds, but maybe we should choose bird pictures or a short song or a short poem.
Well, maybe start with. Well, you can choose. We're not seeing you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there we
Sorry
go.
about that.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. Okay, here, but my bandwidth is a little bit low.
Okay.
So
Marjolaine's
I
in
hope
Belgium.
it will work.
Okay.
Hi.
I'm interested in the bird
Okay,
picture.
maybe.
Marjolaine,
Okay.
Marjolaine,
Well, I hope it will work.
Marjolaine is a birder. She's a bird, and she's traveled internationally looking at birds. So, yeah.
Yeah, in my past life.
Oh.
But maybe I have to be a co-host.
Oh, sorry.
I have to be maybe a co-host to share birds.
I think you can share
because
yours.
Mani loved watching birds.
Yeah, if you have something on your screen or something, you can share it. Everybody's allowed to do that now at the moment.
Yes, thank you. I found it. Sorry about that. I hope it will work because my internet is very slow.
Marcia, maybe we take yours off so that we can see the birds bigger and they okay.
Sorry about that. I tried to share, but allow. It doesn't work.
Let's make you co-host. Maybe that'll help.
No, anybody can share.
Okay. Huh.
Oh, sorry. I have this.
Are you pressing the share button?
Entire screen. Oh.
Well, maybe you should share the other things you have to share.
Oh my God.
No, make her
maybe
co-host.
I should just
make her co-host.
Make her co-host. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, maybe now. Posting something. Sorry about that. Maybe I just say the text I wrote but it's like.
You want to try again? Now you're co-host. Well, does that make a difference? Want to try again? You're co-host now.
Yeah, but it's the same problem.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So I wrote this very short text, and it's okay. Here I go. Sometimes you don't know what to say. Sometimes you don't know how to connect. I'm here, right here with you, so don't you ever feel blue. I'm happiness, I'm joy and bliss, I'm your infinite kiss. Don't put me down, don't raise me up, just be with me, take a sip. My sister knew how to connect. She grew in the womb from where I came. She bathed, grew in my light and love. She had divinely deserved this privilege. She knew right from wrong. She could absorb my mighty strong power. She soaked it all. She had a blast, the most joyful womb ever to last. She came to be my number, and then I don't know what. She'll always be my me in yours. So, yeah. Sorry, it's a bit weird. Yeah, I wanted to show the birds. Yeah.
Well, maybe we could look another time, or you want to tell us anything about the birds? Marlon?
I have, like the hoopoe, the Indian roller. It's a beautiful bluebird. The Asian gull, the purple heron, this Indian spot-billed duck, the Indian eagle owl. So I just wanted to show the pictures because they're beautiful. And apparently Mani had a bird book and she loved watching her bird book. So I thought it might have been fun to watch some bird pictures together. But the lesser-pied kingfisher, the little green bee-eater, the coppersmith barbet, the yellow-fronted woodpecker, the fire-capped tit. It's a bit of so they're just beautiful, and they're just birds connecting the heaven with the earth.
At Meherabad.
Even the name makes us imagine them.
Yeah, at Meherabad. Yeah, right. Or Zad. Yeah. Okay.
Eaters. Yum.
Sorry that the sharing didn't work.
Okay, we can figure it out. Maybe another time. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've gonna have good 2 hours. I think maybe. Oh, Huey, I sure hope we hear more of see more of those videos. Oh, look.
Jeannie, has you given an excuse for Jeannie to go through? She likes the theme of magic.
Your treasures.
This is your magical card. I have put some ready money inside, and when you open it up, it disappears. So she's put some money inside, and when you open it up, though, it disappears. And she says, "Dear Huey, I heard of disappearing acts, but what about an appearing act, which is what you've been doing recently, appearing in our thoughts and talks, and even in the Pune card shop where I found you this card. Mr. Jaduwala does it again. Yes. Jaduwala, of course, is the name of a magician. And today we're appearing, you've appeared on my trust office table in the shape of your and Jeannie's loving areogram. In reply to your questions about the recorder, it should be a good Sony tape recorder. We were talking about the tape recorder size, blah, 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 blah. Now turn your heart phones to hear your Meherazad family's resounding Jai Baba, dear Huey and teeny Jeannie, in his magical love.
Genie means like
Mani.
a genie in a bottle. Yeah.
Genie, well, no, but genie, the term genie, I think, is like Hindi for small,
Yeah,
tiny.
well, it means that little creature in the bottle. It's really small. Yeah.
Anyway.
The jinn, yeah, or genie, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed like it's an Iranian name. Well, we don't know.
We could sure hear a lot more stories from you guys. Wow.
Is everybody? I just wanted to share. I was going through the mail and I saw this letter from Mara, and there's a paragraph in there about you, Betty, and your family. I just wanted to read it, even though it's off the subject a little bit.
Well, maybe
at the end of the session, you stick around and I'll read it to you.
I'll read it. What the heck?
Okay, let me have a light.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Here, you sit down. I'll shine the light.
It's just a little tiny paragraph, but I just thought you'd enjoy
Tiny
being remembered by Mara. She sent us this little letter for some reason, and she's just sort of like talking like how you talk about your family, and she's re-mentioning, and of course being gathered together in Baba's love is what mattered most. She's just talking about entertain something from many Baba lovers. We heard of what a wonderful silence the Havas it was at Pine Lodge. This is in '87, and what a wonderful program you gave, entertaining everyone of all ages who's young at heart with your magic show to serve the magician of all magicians. And of course, being gathered together in Baba's love was what mattered most. We were happy to see Betty Lowman again with all the family. Little Shireen has quite a personality, and Gary is real sweet. Much love in Baba to you, his dear ones, from your Meherazad family. Be happy and cheerful, and keep well and strong in Baba's love, Mara. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. I'll take that.
And what's interesting is that Mani would write those, but it's not in Mani's hands. So maybe Mara actually wrote that. That's maybe she's just pulling out all kinds of things there.
I just remembered, Gail, you asked me to sing the song. So maybe that's a good way to close.
All right.
All right. And I'll do a little sign language with it. Okay. Be like Baba. Be like India rubber. Let him mold you, let him hold you to his joy. Be a Baba girl. Be a Baba boy. Times when you feel low, times when you feel high. He'll never let you go because he loves you so. He's always, always nigh, holding your hand, helping you stand in his love to grow. Oh, be with Baba. Be like India rubber. Let him mold you, let him hold you to his joy. Be a Baba girl. Be a Baba boy. Drive those strangers from your heart. Give them notice to depart. Shoo, shoo, be gone. Leave my house alone. My king has come to stay. He needs more space to spread his grace more and more every day. Oh, be like Baba. Be like India rubber. Let him hold you, let him mold you to his joy. Be a Baba girl. Be a Baba boy. Jai Baba.
Jai
Jai
Baba.
Baba.
You know, I asked the twins, I've been asking that, what's Baba's sign? How does Baba say Baba? And the twins said to me, well, he never said it. He just pointed it to himself. I thought, wow. The one place that I found anything was in the movie Beyond Words. That's where I get this. It was, but I just feel like I have to I don't know, and make that caveat or something. It's the best I've found for Baba, and the twins made a good point. He just pointed to himself. So
Well, the thumb up is God,
I have
right?
something that Baba sent us in memory of Mani after she passed.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's a little, he sent me this little letter, and it's a picture of Baba on the front, and then there's a poem that was made into a song on the back.
You have to spotlight, nobody can see.
It says, Meherabad, the picture, and it says, has Mani signed on this, keep calling to him in your heart, and he will always hear you, and help you in the way he knows is best for you. Mani Jas Shariar, Irani, December 15th, 1918 to August 19th, 1996. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. And then on the back, on the back there's this that song of, when I was a rose pining in my static pose. This is something, it says Mani, Meher Baba's sister, wrote this. Baba, you found me. When I was a rose pining in my static pose, you came to me, shining a dewdrop on my lips. I held you close to me when I was a thrush, pouring my yearning from a bush. I was in song adoring you in wondrous praise all day long. When I was a grain of sand sleeping in parched desert land, weeping for a breath of love, you kissed me as caressing raindrops from above. I was once a gurgling brook, stealing o'er arid paths forsook. In all my ups and downs, feeling you in every stone and nook. And now I am a human, wondering where to find the loved one, wondering, but once again you found me, dear beloved one. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now this is
Yeah,
Mani.
Janet Luck put that to a tune.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Well,
Treasures.
Marjolina says that maybe she thinks maybe now she can show those Meherabad birds. So let's give it a try, Marjoline. And
No, sorry. I tried, but it gives me the message. My network bandwidth is too low.
okay.
Yeah, I can
Never was like
tell.
that. I don't know. I'm very sorry.
No, okay. We'll figure it out later then. Okay. All right then. I think it's time to depart.
Time to depart, time to
Time to
depart.
depart. Go with Baba in your heart. Come back again the very next. Wait a minute. Take your things and be on your way. Come back again the very next day.
Hey, Baba.
Okay. All right, everybody. Jai Baba. Thank you,
Jai
Mani.
Baba.
Hey,
Thank
Baba.
you, Mani. Thank you, Mani. Avatar. Meher
Meher
Baba.
Baba
Ki
ki
Jai.
jai.
Avatar. Meher Baba.
Baba
Ki
ki
Jai.
jai.
Avatar. Meher Baba. Ki
Ki
Jai.
jai.
Thank you, Mani. All right, here we go.